All right, man. We live here talking about NFL free agency, man. I just wanted to give y'all some more content. Trying to get out here every day. We'll have our daily show, our weekly show, the Holy Huddle, but we'll also just be coming with sports updates and talking over about some of the NFL things. We got the March Madness, NFL free agency, the draft. So, got my main man, my cousin, Brad Hill. He's also going to be helping us out with the Holy Huddle. So, we're going to talk about some sports today. First, to start it off, man, what you think about Tom Brady coming back? I don't even think he was retired for 2 months, man. What's your thoughts on that, man?
Oh man, yeah, left. Yeah, not even 2 months, maybe like 2 weeks he was out. Yeah, man. I'll be honest. I before he made the decision, I didn't think he was going, retire. But once he made the decision, I was like, okay, cool. He's uh he's satisfied. He did everything. He won all the awards. He won every Super Bowl, and I'm thinking he's gonna hang it up, go chill with his family, and then yesterday night, watching the NFL Network and breaking news come across, I'm like, what are they gonna say? He said he's coming back for the 23rd year. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Like 23 years. I mean, I'm 33, so that's like more than half of my life. And it's like you're coming back for another year. I don't. You know what? I think it's a. I don't want to say a good thing. I just think it's like I don't know. I want to really know what. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the drive, the motivation, but I don't know what else he has to prove.
Yeah, yeah. For me, I think it's a bad move for him to come back because I feel like this is one of them issues where their team is kind of going downhill. Number one,
True.
um, there was reports that there was issues between him and the coach. Now, I mean, that could be.
No, that's real. Because I mean, even like that, somebody pointing out today, out of everything he said, he reached out to his linemen, his players, his family, and then he said, "Thanks, Bruce Arians, for putting up with me." And so that right there, like I said, I don't know. Like I said, that I can just be reading between the lines wrong, but I don't. I mean, I heard what you heard. I heard the reports. They ain't. You know what I'm saying? They're not on the best terms as far as like just everything's on the up and up. But I'm pretty sure they're both willing to deal with each other to for the greater sake of the team and to win or for money. But I don't think that's a good thing. Like you said, I win. I don't think that's straight up.
Yeah, I mean, now they are getting Godwin back. They got Mike Evans, so the offense is going to be good. But I don't know, man. I mean,
I don't really trust players too much after them big injuries, man. Like everybody don't be AP. Everybody just don't just bounce back. Everybody, even though we got this, new technology and it's different, as far as I mean, you had a major knee injury. I just don't think everybody, what I'm saying is they don't come back the same way. So I mean, and I'm saying not to say having Chris Godwin, they paid him, they re-signed him, and they let go of some other guys. It's like I don't know if that was a good move, like you said, and and I think it's going to backfire on him. You
yeah,
know,
I mean, if he come back for 1 year, I don't think it's a big issue. If I'm them, this gives me a great year to go get a quarterback, let him, sit behind Brady, and try to go for one more. Now in free agency, and we'll talk about this a little bit more. Like the Chargers, they taking the Rams approach. They want to go get everybody. Their defense is going to be stacked. But I just don't see that it factor with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't think they scare anybody. The Rams beat them, and they're
uh,
gonna have to come back and beat the Rams next year because they gonna be they running it back.
yeah, they're gonna have to go through them, right? Yeah,
I
and,
think the Cardinals are gonna be good again. So um, the San Fran um, segueing into this. What's your the Packers? They're always a live wild card, man. But I personally I did not understand re-signing Aaron Rodgers for all that money. I think he's probably the best quarterback or top two in the league,
right.
but to pay him all that money and the kind of uncertainty around if he really wanted to be there, if y'all really wanted him. Obviously, they want him because they made the money, but I felt like it was like a bad relationship. Like, all right, let's just stay together for the kids and just I'm gonna give you I'm gonna get you a new ring. Let's just stay together for the kids. Like it's like
But you're sleeping in the basement.
exactly like it just didn't make sense, man. And now they can't even sign Devonta Adams. They got a franchise tag him. He said no to the franchise tag.
Yeah, right,
So that was his really only weapon. Him and was it Aaron Jones? So
right.
that's gonna be interesting. What's your thoughts on that?
Uh, you know what? So like, yeah, obviously, I'm big on the Twitter, so I'm reading that. And I, like you said, it came across the screen. I'm like, there's no way that this 200 million they gave. So I'm thinking it was like maybe like a meme or something fake. And come to find out, it was legit. You know, they're really giving out that money, and they really, they, I,
153 guaranteed. That's
that's
crazy.
right. And but I kind of felt like you said. I didn't feel like it was a hoax. I just felt like it was kind of fake. Like they, like you said, this is not really. Um, this ain't really a relationship that y'all can trick us about. Like we know, you know what I'm saying, what happened with Aaron Rodgers, not only last year, but the year before, you know, when they had the issues as far as contract issues and just him, like you said, being happy there. And so for y'all to turn around and try to make this better with money, I just felt like that was kind of like you said, not really in the interest of it wasn't in the best interest of the team.
Yeah.
Obviously, like you said, he makes any team better. He brings, you know, not only veteran leadership, but he also brings in this that it factor because, like you said, this we could be honest. Even at his age, he's still one of the top two quarterbacks in the league. And so, I think they thought talent wise they knew what they were doing, but as far as like you said, leaving really your best player in Devontae Adams, leaving him hanging like that is it's the only thing, like you said, that was not only a good look, but it wasn't really a good move for the team going forward. And then you also had Jordan Love, and so it's like, what are we doing with this? You're going to have him sit on the bench another what? How long was the contract? 2 years,
He got 4 years.
4 years? Come
4
on.
year extension. Yeah.
And now, and let's be honest. You know you put your team in jeopardy to possibly lose Jordan Love. You know what I'm saying? There could be an offer in these next 2 to 3 years that or opportunity that affords him to go somewhere else. And now you got a 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers headed out, and you don't got no backup. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know. Like you said, I don't think it was the wisest decision. I really want to know what was their their logic behind it. Obviously, it's like Aaron Rodgers, duh, but mm, it's tough, man.
Yeah, I think the issue is that I think that locker room, because he's so uncertain, like if he really wanted to be there, like after they lost, he kind of just was like, kind of was throwing the blame game and really didn't like take on that leadership. Like, yo, we coming back and we getting
Yeah,
this back.
he was like you said, he looked like he was like, this is my first one here. You know what I'm saying?
And now the bringing back, paying all that money, it's like,
Uh,
and I think just how Russell Wilson, how that situation ended. I know Aaron Rodgers probably want to finish his career in Green Bay, but I think it would have been best for him to go somewhere else, get a fresh start with a kind of a Super Bowl contender.
yeah, Peyton Manning type deal. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and
I think
uh,
because they made their move, they made their wrong move when they got Love too early, and now he's kind of, I think, still upset with that.
he is. I'm
And
telling
and every time something don't go his way, he kind of like holds that against them. Or because I mean, let's be honest, if they don't win it this year, or let's say he gets hurt, he's liable to retire. You still got to pay him now 153 million, and you and you got what I mean, another quarterback that's probably unhappy because he's been waiting for 3 years. So
you, right. And that's what I was saying about his contract. Like what, like you said, it's pretty sure by the time this 4 years of with Aaron Rodgers, it's going to be the end or coming to the end of Jordan Love's contract, and so it's like. I mean, I don't know if they have it so planned out to where they're saying that, like, yeah, when he's done, we're just gonna pick up. But I just don't seem like you said. I don't see that being like a seamless transition, especially between like the relationship, like you said, or the personal feelings with Jordan Love. Like he might say the right things, but at the end of the day, it's like, bro, y'all played me for this old head. Like how many?
yeah,
This was supposed to be my time. I'm pretty sure at the end of the last season, he was, gearing up like, yo, I'm ready to take the reins over and make this be my team. And now it's like I gotta go back to the bench, like, or as a backup. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I feel how you feel. I feel like the analogy, like you said, it's like a bad relationship that they're just trying to fix, or relationships we try to fake it, until we make it. And so it's like everything's gonna be cool unless they win a Super Bowl, but it's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Devontae Adams situation.
Yeah, I just see my man Kevin from college is out there. What's up, man? I see you talking about the Browns. They made a big move with Amari Cooper.
Especially with Devonta Adams situation.
Um, but real quick, man, while you out there, just put in the chat, man, who you think their quarterback's gonna be, man? Because I feel like if they just got Cooper and it's still Baker Mayfield, Cooper is put in jail, man. He's gonna be held hostage. But just put something in the comment section, man, and we're gonna get back to that topic. But back on Devontae Adams, man, he's probably the best receiver, all around receiver.
Yeah,
Just with everything he does, his route running is awesome. I'm a receiver coach, so I love to watch him and how crafty he is, man, at the line of scrimmage, his routes, his precision, man, his hands. He does it all. They have to bring him back. And what they need to do, since they kept Aaron Rodgers, they need to go for it all. I really think they need to get somebody in this free agency that could really be a game changer. Somebody in the slot, like a real number two. Um,
you don't like Lazard and them cats.
they're decent. Make sure I think you got to move up because I think you're a little like when you move back, your thing go off. Um,
What is it? Can you hear me? Is it good?
yeah, I can hear you, but it just gets lower. I like them, man, but they're not. I'm not. I'm not.
You think all they
I'm
got to
not feeling them because when it gets tough, it's Devontae Adams or nothing or Aaron Jones. So I think they need a real number two, and then all them other guys would be cool. A solid tight end, and then just make sure that defense. I mean, their defense is decent. You know what I mean? But I think they need a little bit more pop because even last year when they was in the playoffs, I'm like, all they got is Aaron Rodgers to Devontae Adams, and now he's saying he don't want to be franchise tag. You gonna have to show him the money. You know what I mean? He gonna want 150 million just what Aaron Rodgers got guaranteed. If you can't put that on the table, I don't see how he comes back.
and like you said, and like you said, as far as the defense, I mean, it's good, but they let go of Darius Smith, let him walk. Um, like I said, like you said, I don't know as far as like how far they think they can, or like what type of contender they think they can be without sounding their. I mean, we could say it. He's arguably their best player. You know what I'm saying? I know Aaron Rodgers is important, but he can't do much, like you said, without 17. And so I think I just like you said, it's still kind of like I don't know where you know where they're going with that as far as like you said, franchise tagging him, and then I feel like they knew that too at the beginning, and they just was like, let's just try it and see what he do. And then he's like, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. I'm not playing for pennies. And when I'm like you said, top two, if not top one receiver, overall receiver. You know what I'm saying? And so I wonder how that plays out because and I seen a couple interviews too with him as far as like his attitude, and I don't think that that's going to be good for the locker room. You know, he's not a dude that's like going to bite his tongue. He's not going. He's not a dude that's going to hide his emotions. And so you giving him this franchise tag option, and he's saying no to it. Y'all, you get late to the season, it's going to be tough. You know what I'm saying to see like how they handle that. So I want to see, you know, like you said, how that goes because, like I said, I know Aaron Rodgers is a big piece of that, but they don't go far without 17.
Yeah, for sure. I think I think they definitely need him in the fold. So hopefully he get his money, man. Because if he doesn't, then he's gonna be a holdout. And that could just get ugly because he can't. It's not like what I mean. I guess they could trade him. Well, they can't trade him, can they?
No, I think they could. Because listen, they said that Aaron Rodgers hasn't signed his new deal yet, and they
Uh,
said
well, actually, if he don't sign the franchise tag, then uh, he's free to go, right?
I think yeah, he'll be free to go, or maybe he might be under some stipulations. I'm not sure, like you said, 100% how that works, but I definitely know. Like I just read, they said 4 hours ago from Pro Football Talk that Aaron Rodgers has not signed his deal yet. They said that he's waiting on to see what Devontae Adams does, and so that's dicey right in itself. You know what I'm saying? You threw all this money at this dude, and he didn't even run to go sign a contract, and y'all still are like, let's just do it. Like
Yeah,
he's, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, he's playing them. He's, you know what I'm saying? and they're letting it, you know what I'm saying? And so with a lot is riding on, you know what I'm saying, obviously Aaron Rodgers and their seasons riding on, what his decision is. And so I'm pretty interested in seeing how Matt LaFleur and all them they take care of the situation. Especially like I said with Devonta Adams. Obviously they gave Aaron Rodgers what he wanted, but 17 ain't happy and hmm, y'all are in trouble if they don't make that work.
Yeah, I think it'll get done.
Jones
He
too
might even restructure the contract and say, look, man, take some of this guaranteed money off and give it to him.
right. Give me the 150 and give him the other 50. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, and I think that's smart because Aaron Rodgers got money. Yeah, he paid.
Yeah,
Uh, but so that's going to be interesting. Don't want to go too deep in it because definitely when the news break,
right.
um,
Well, we got Dave.
Deshaun Watson, we will be in there. But I've seen it. The Saints in Carolina is in the running for him. So there again, that makes the NFC even more tougher if he's in that division. So um, it's going to be interesting, man. Brady, if Deshaun Watson's over there, Aaron Rodgers. Uh,
Well, let
you
me say this real quick before you pass on. What real quick out of the two, let's tell me what situation you like for Deshaun better. Like I mean Carolina or New Orleans. Based off their roster, I don't know if you know their draft status and all.
I don't watch a lot of. I'll be honest. I don't watch a lot of Saints or Carolina this year, but I know Carolina got McCaffrey. I know they got some DJ Moore. They got some players, and they were doing pretty good at the beginning of this year. I think the Saints is decent too, but
Oh, they was doing good.
but,
Sam Darnold, they just fell off. I don't. The Panthers was really on a nice little roll, but I know 22 got hurt. I know McCaffrey,
um,
but
but yeah, the Saints, man, with them losing the head coach, I rather the Panther situation. I kind of forgot about that. I rather the Panthers situation with that young coach over there. He's doing a good job.
yeah,
Um,
I like that.
Matt Rule. I think the mobile quarterback because I mean they could have won a lot of games. I mean my man, I like him, but he had he had a
Yeah,
2 week spurt and then he fell off the face of the earth.
so
So
fast.
I think with Deshaun, that's a tough team because they got a good defense.
Got a nice team.
So, but then
I,
again, man, that division is it's tough either way. I mean, because the Saints and Panthers are the same division. So,
yeah.
uh, yeah.
I like you said. I think I like the Carolina pick better. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. I mean, I don't like the fact that he will have to go there and compete with Taysom Hill. That's dumb. Like that's not even like a question to me. Or like that would be even a thing. Like yeah, let him take a couple reps and you get some reps. Like nah, I don't think that don't make sense. And then the fact that Winston's gone too. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they got a new coach over there too. Jameis Winston's gone. And so that automatically, I think, puts him in competition with Taysom Hill, and I just don't think that that's fair. Uh, as far as like his talent, like Taysom Hill is a little. He's a
Bro, if he goes there, he's not competing with nobody. They're paying they picking up that contract, man. He's not competing.
right. So then he has to play right. Yeah, I just feel like that's just like you said, the respect level that he deserves. And so I don't. Maybe like you said, I'm pretty sure you're right. That's what's going to happen if he goes there, but. I don't see that working out too good. And to be honest, I don't like you said. I don't really don't think the Saints have playmakers besides 41. And I don't know. I mean, he's
What's
good.
going on with Michael Thomas, man? I ain't seen that guy in like a year and a half since he
Exactly.
got locked up. Old slant boy.
Now, right, exactly. So now you see why I said they don't have nobody because I forgot all about Michael Thomas. And so, 41 Kamara, he's obviously a stud, but you're giving him the ball 30, whatever, like pounding him in the ground like that. That's not going to work. He's getting the ball, handoffs and passes, and like you said. So I like the Carolina one, but yeah, we can. I just want to see what you thought about that.
Yeah, I think Carolina. Now, I know we got a couple people on here, man. If there's any Stiller fans, please type a thumbs up in the comment section, man. But uh, got bad news. This is the holy huddle, man. So we're gonna keep it positive. But and also, man, if you guys get a chance, we just set up our YouTube channel, so we're gonna be on YouTube. Go check out our YouTube channel. Go subscribe at it's Holy Huddle. Um, just Holy Huddle on YouTube. That'll be up and running. We already got our first video from yesterday. So if you guys can that are on, like I said, put a thumbs up if you're a fan, and then also go over, man, and get uh, to YouTube and subscribe. We'll be putting out content, trying to put out content daily. So, but back to the Steelers, man. As my dad, we gotta get him on here because we gotta get him on here. He was talking about uh, how disgusted he was to move Mitch Trubisky
It's coming to Pittsburgh. 2 years.
coming to Pittsburgh. So I want to just I don't understand that move at all. Now I get it if we're not trying to if we're making this year a wash, I get it, but maybe we're going to try to get a quarterback next year, but to pay him now, I mean, we only paid him $14 million for 2 years, but to grab him, you already got the dude. What's the dude's name from Washington? This
Asking.
already got Haskins. So now you got 2 first round dudes that haven't proven themselves, that haven't done well.
Right. 2 on bust, basically.
Yeah, two, first round bust. Mason Rudolph, and it's like, what are we? We're not winning with that. And this is a quarterback driven league. Mr. Trubisky, no disrespect, he throw a ball better than me, but dude's trash. He's a bum. I'm gonna just say that he's trash. Like, he cannot push the ball down the field. He's a game manager at best.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like he's mobile. He's athletic, but I mean. And I'll say this though, the Bears, as of right now, the Bears kill careers. That's a career killer. So if you go to the Bears, the Browns, a couple people for the Browns, you go to the Bears, the Browns, the Jags. As of right now, that's just a career killer. like, you go there, your career is over. Like I said, Cooper, if they don't get a quarterback, I mean, we may never hear of Amari Cooper again. But I'm not a believer in Mr. Trubisky. Who knows, man? Maybe he'll work out. Maybe he'll play well. I'm rooting for him, but it's very hard for me as of today to say I'm gonna watch a Steeler game and they try Mitch Trubisky out there after Ben.
Right,
like that's what we're doing. We're going from Mitch to Ben, from Ben to Mitch.
Wow,
that's very disrespectful, man. And I hope if Mike Tomlin got any say. Because Kevin Colbert is the GM who's supposed to be leaving. If he got any say and he gets in there talking about we got Mr. Trubisky and he's a go get him. You know what I mean? So he gets out there and he go gets it. He may not throw the ball on time, he may not throw it well, but he's gonna throw it. All his theatrics and games that he got. If he come on there and co-signs Mr. Trubisky, I'm not. I don't know that I could watch a game, man.
Well, see, the thing is here, that right there, that's the bad part. Like you said, he is going to co-sign. He is going to do that. I think he's not going to go against Kevin Colbert as far as like his decision, and he's not going to throw him under the bus publicly. Behind doors, I think, like you said, he feels how we feel. Like, what was that? But I'll just say it here first, bro. Exactly what you said. I'm just gonna say it, bro. That's not a good. We can't do nothing with that.
That's not the move. He was sitting the bench behind. Man. He wasn't even playing quarterback last year, bro. He played in one game and threw a pick.
Right. So I mean, even what you said about him like pushing the ball down the field, we have vertical threats, and so we need that. You know what I'm saying? Can you throw the ball horizontally and be effective? Yes, at times. We've seen Brady do it, but we also seen Brady open up the gate and throw it 60, 50-something, 40-something, 50, 60-something yards down the field. And so,
and not to cut you off, you Steeler fans out there, they had a nerve to say he's better than Mason Rudolph, and we're gonna be running the ball anyway. I like this move. I don't want to hear nothing from your lips. Nothing.
now
the season's going on, and he's throwing interceptions, and we're trash, and the offense can't move the ball just like we couldn't in the last 2 years. I don't want to hear it. Because y'all the same fans that let the Steelers get away with this junk.
And I think what you said too, I think it's just kind of it's not. I mean, it's a surprise, but it's more of a shocker to see that this is who they chose to pick to come after a Hall of Fame quarterback. And I
The
know a lot of
first day, they didn't even wait. They did it with pride. Like soon when it had like
the
Monday's here, let's go. We're getting Mr. Trubisky. Like really? Out of
like
all the people, I mean, Kirk Cousins. If we brought Kirk Cousins, I'd been like, all right, bet, cool. He's here for a couple years until we get somebody. But the first day, he's the first quarterback that moved
nah,
outside of Russell Wilson that he got traded for. He's the first dude that you get.
that's bad. Hold on.
And
Keep going.
then last year you got that other. I'm not even calling him a clown, but it's a joke, man. I don't know what they're doing over there in that organization. Steeler fans, hopefully things get together, man. We gonna need that defense. We're gonna need that line because I got a feeling, you brought Matt Canada back. This is
Good luck with that.
him and Mr. Trubisky together. That might just
That was
we gonna
disaster.
see though. We gonna
That's
see.
good.
Hold out hope.
But I mean, and like you said, I like the optimism from you, but I'm not gonna let you do that to yourself. You know too much about football, and this right here, I'm sad to say it, and I'm gonna say it here on March 14th. It's not gonna work out for us. And now I know we had to put somebody behind the center. I know we had to do something, make a commitment, but this was a bad choice. But I'll be like you said. I'm gonna hop on the train with you as far as being optimistic, and we're gonna see how this play out.
Yeah, I mean, like my thoughts on Pittsburgh, man, and this is my honest thoughts. I thought last year when we lost to the Browns in the playoffs, we should have blew it up. Should have blew it up then, um, and rebuilt it this year, and then came back with a plan that would have been perfect for a big quarterback such as Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, um, Russell Wilson, whoever else that was out there. Maybe get some in the draft, but this move right here, I just don't see it.
Wait, speak.
You can have another bad year, and now you're wasting T.J. Watt, Minka, and you're running a great running back into the ground because I love Najee, but they run him into the ground, man. Also, Najee, if you hear this, man, we'd love to get you on the Holy Huddle podcast. You, T.J. Watt, all those guys down in Pittsburgh, man. Even Mitch Trubisky, you're welcome on this show, man. We love you. In Jesus' name, we pray that you have a great year. But if not, prayers up for you, and best of luck to you. But Ben leaves, and that's what you go get. I would have rather them. I would have rather them trotted out Mason Rudolph
1 second.
or even Haskins.
I thought they was gonna pull the
Trubisky, he's not better than either of them for real.
bro. Um I thought they was gonna pull the trigger and wait and try to go for Malik Willis. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really happy about that. Um, but I think that I would have been better off with him doing that instead of Mitch Trubisky. At least, like you said, get a nice fresh start. Somebody new, young, and then I was hearing Kenny Pickett, so that was making me mad too. So I don't know what they was thinking with this quarterback thing. We had somebody obviously seen what it takes to get a Hall of Fame quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger, but we can tell that person ain't still around in the organization because, like I said, even for them to consider getting Kenny Pickett, I don't think that was a good pick. Malik Willis, I feel like he was a couple years out. He would need some work, and that's not really guaranteed for him to pan out. Like I don't think he's the next Lamar Jackson. I don't think he's the next. He ain't nowhere near Mahomes. Not even at least like Justin Fields or Kyler Murray. But then I could be wrong. I'm just going off of like what I've seen. What I'm saying from tape and stuff on film. But well, yeah, I think like you said, they're going to be in some trouble this year.
You know what? I really want somebody from the Pittsburgh organization. Like this is what you gotta understand. These dudes really sat at a round table, had a board up, draft picks, who's free agency, who could we trade for? And you mean to tell me y'all sat there and talked about Mr. Trubisky, and that was the yeah, let's go get him. Let's go get that guy on Monday.
I can't believe one person shook their head on that. Like was like in agreement. Like you said, if we're at a table, there's no way I could have got two people to say Mr. Trubisky.
Like, who made that move?
No way.
Like,
Cole.
and the sad thing about it, I forgot that he was backing up at the Bills. I thought he was. I thought he just was there at the
Yeah, right.
Chicago and lost his job.
No, he's
He
still
was.
backing up Josh Allen.
Maybe some of Josh Allen rubbed off on him. You know, the quarterback coach, all that. We'll see. Like you said, it's still time. But I think in a league right now, which is quarterback driven, especially in the AFC, where you got two gunners in the AFC North with Lamar and Burrow. Then the
Holmes,
AFC West is crazy.
Mahomes, you got Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, like
Derek Carr. I mean, he's probably the you know what I mean.
yeah.
And lonely Pittsburgh. You know, if the Browns get somebody, who knows? But it's going to be, as of right now, we got the worst quarterback in the AFC. Worst quarterback in the AFC.
Yeah, no, that's like facts, 100% facts. Like he didn't. That we and one thing, like I said, I know we will probably move on after, but like the one thing that really don't it bothers me is like you said when you're making moves in any aspect, you know what I'm saying, spiritual aspect, your work life, you want to go lateral, you want to go up, you know what I'm saying, and so I mean vertical, yeah. So you want to go up, and so I don't see them making them better. Like you said, I mean, I like when you go out and make choices, especially if we're playing Madden, like we're building a franchise. We want to get players that's going to help us and it's going to make us better. And like you said, I just don't think that. I don't know what thought process went into that. That thought that this was a better pick. Like this was going to make us a better team. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when you do the ratings on Madden, you say a 76 or whatever it goes up. Like this took them down. They went down from like a C to like a low C, and so it's like,
Bro, if you're on Madden and you try to get him as your starting quarterback, it might not even work. It might reject you. Like, man. I mean, but we will move on. But I like I said, man, to have
we'll be talking about
quarterback driven league like this, yeah, leave it to the Steelers. You know, they do what they do. While other teams is making big moves, they out here, you know, making the biggest, worst move in free agent history. I mean, that's if you had a number one quarterback, and then you like, all right, let's get Mr. Trubisky. But no, he's gonna be our day one starter. If that's the case, I really don't know if I'm gonna watch the game.
That's going to incline me to get red zone so I can stop NFL tickets so I can see other teams because I can't watch that.
Oh man, like seriously, bro, to have fans watch, yeah.
And like you said, I think it spells it kind of like it's going to equate to a disaster, like a recipe for disaster. As far as you got this, quarterback who's turnover like you driven. Now, like you said, maybe he learned some stuff in his last stop at Buffalo. But I think that puts a lot of pressure on 22 now. You know what I'm saying? Because now he has to make all these plays. He has to. You already see how many times you gave him the ball last year. This year, you'll have to double that with your quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Play, and so it's like.
Oh yeah, because everybody's playing 8-9 in the box. Nobody's in fear of Mitch.
I mean, let's even take it to this point. They're playing even 8-9 in the box. Let's take the pressure off of Mitch. They're not even doing it for him. You got to do it for 22. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. But the honest part, like you said, is they're obviously doing it because they know he's not a threat. But they're playing. They do gotta stop number 22. And so I feel like having Najee, that's I don't know. I mean, I know.
You got all these young guns, all these young talented receivers, and you go get a dude that can't throw the ball,
get the ball to him, right? Yeah,
10 yards downfield consistently and accurately,
right?
Like he's not like a, you know what I mean? It's not like he's like, man, he put it out there. Like you're gonna be dinking and dunking like he was last year with Big Ben. Well, we'll see. We'll see. That's what, I know I keep saying that, but we'll see, man. But as my dad said, he said, I'm not gonna polish the turd because that's what that was. We gotta get him on here, man, because he's wild, man.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I said Mike Sullivan, and I know a lot of people might not know that name, but Mike Sullivan is Steelers QB coach. Uh, he has his work cut out for him.
He got a room full of bolts. A room full of just
Got
what, like what?
a bag of bolts and with no instructions to him. So he's gonna have to figure out how to put this thing together as far as a good quarterback for week one. And good luck. Good luck. I wouldn't want his job.
Nah, me either. But he get paid the big bucks. I
That's the
think
only thing that's gonna make him happy. That money.
I know he probably sick.
He goes to work every day with it.
How the heck am I supposed to do my job?
Remember McCurry taking the hat like that's gonna be him all day, slamming his hat to the ground because it's gonna be bad. And like you said, maybe
Steelers DBs is gonna be looking good in mini camp.
maybe he you know how they got on Apollo where you rubbed a little rock before you come out. Maybe he rubbed something off on Josh Allen. He rubbed
Man.
something like
He can run though, so
yeah,
maybe
it's mobile.
Pittsburgh's good for people, man. We'll see. Um, so in other news, man, what you think about another team in our division, man? Amari Cooper, man. Not a lot of people's talking about this, but that trade, he got traded for a fifth and a sixth, man. That's light for Amari Cooper, man. Still 27, still one of the best route runners. Now, I will say this about Amari Cooper. I love his game, but he can be a little wishy-washy with injuries and just I don't know if he's always. I know he's committed. I'm not going to say that because I can't speak on another man's
Yeah,
motivation to play the game, but he do kind of just like he's not that Hines Ward type. Like what I mean, gonna get it through the mud. Get cracked 10 times across the middle, come back. Like he always got some little nick or something going on. So, but I do think he's a great receiver. I hope that if they still got Baker, I hope that I don't see Baker coming back just with they showed no faith and trust in him. And I think at that position you gotta have some type of trust. Like that's our guy. And I don't think that's there. But if not, if he is coming back or if they don't have a real Q, I feel bad because I mean what's he gonna do for a whole year? So we'll see. What's your thoughts on that?
um, so hopefully I got my boys from Cleveland watching this, but my boy Will, shout out to my boy Will. Uh, so anytime I'm talking about the Browns, I just it's so hard not to be funny about them. Like they are really the Browns. Like they are just so crap. Like I just can't say anything good
This
about
is
them.
crap.
Like the term can't get right. Like they are just and I don't know, man. Like you said, I mean, we literally I watched show after show this time around last year, commentators and analysts picking the Browns to be playoff contenders, Super Bowl contenders, all these great things. And I was even getting to a point I was like, this might be their division, you know what I'm saying? At least, up there with the Ravens. But I definitely did. I'm not gonna lie. I picked them above the Steelers. I picked them above us, and I didn't even count the Bengals in it. So they didn't come close. Like they didn't look nothing like no type of like no playoff nothing. And so they let go to release Jarvis Landry today. Um, like you said, I just think that Baker's not it. I don't think that. I think he's a poor man. I think he's like a little better version of Johnny Manziel, like a clean, like a. He's not really, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not really like he's
Drug free version.
yeah, he's just like drug free. He's like the Johnny Manziel that didn't party and drink and hang with Drake. Like he's that. But after that, after you wake up and realize that he's really he has Johnny Manziel mask on. Like he's what I'm saying. Like you said, he's not really much of anything. And so the fact, like you said, that Amari Cooper is thrusted into that situation because he didn't pick it. He got traded. There's like I'll be honest, I feel bad. As far as like, especially as a receiver, but not just that. I'm talking about like they gave him away for a fifth and sixth round pick. He's 27. He's still in his prime. He got a little injury prone, tag to his name, but he can get down with the best of them. And you put him in an offense that that like his last year, he's going to put up some numbers and help your team. So I don't know. Like I said, we got to see the way it play out. But as of now, if I'm a receiver, I feel bad for him. As a receiver, as an ex receiver, I feel bad for him because I just feel like he went from a good situation to a bad situation, and so it's like, and he didn't have no say so in that. Like he got to be there. You know what I'm saying? He got traded. So
What they did to Odell's career is a shame.
They deserve to be the Browns.
Shame. Some somebody in that organization deserves to go to jail for what they did to Odell. They had him looking like he was straight trash.
And listen, I'll tell you this: when they
Just
left,
disrespectful, just disrespect to his career. He go to Rams and look like, not the old OBJ, but a dang good version of OBJ.
yeah, pretty
Um,
good, right?
and so I just hope that don't happen. Like I said, you got the Browns, the Jags, and the Bears. That's just don't go there.
Career enders. I mean, and like you said to your point, or like I said too about so they let go of Jarvis. So now he's kind of thrusted. They got Donovan Peoples Jones, and Joku, but he's kind of like thrusted to be the number one receiver. You know what I'm saying? He's better than everybody else there. No Odell, no Jarvis, and so
I seen that they was trying to get Allen Robinson, and I was like, okay, that's a nice move. If they got both of them and they get a solid quarterback,
oh
plus
yeah, you
running
don't
back,
have a quarterback. Like
plus the two running backs. But if you got Baker,
you're not. That's it. If you have Baker,
not
you
it.
have nothing. So, like I said, we'll be on the show, the whole year. As far as like, I don't like to talk about players, what I'm saying, as far as like, but you just got to be real sometimes. Like, yeah, I'm not. Hey, like you said, is he better than me? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he can throw it better than me, but he's not it. He's not taking the Browns to no type of promised land. I think you know what? I'll even go and say this: Baker Mayfield has played like his best football. We've seen his best, and that's
No,
scary.
I'll give you this though. He was hurt. He was hurt, but
He had a shoulder injury. He was banged up, but I don't think that was it. I don't think it was his throwing. It wasn't like he couldn't push the ball. That had a maybe some effect on some throws or some plays, but overall, I just think that from this is where you play the quarterback position from, and I just think that that's he don't have that. He don't have that. He has he do have the moxie. He has the swag. He has the want to. And he definitely has the competitive attitude, the spirit that you want in a quarterback. But he don't have the intangibles. He really don't. Like I said, you got to win the game from here up. In the NFL, a lot what he did at Oklahoma was, what I'm saying, he had a lot of good players around him, but now you got to win the game like Tom Brady. Tom Brady wasn't the fastest, the strongest, and he wasn't, but he's the GOAT because he used this. And so that's what when I look at quarterbacks, that's why I don't think Mitch Trubisky is like whatever. You got to be here with it. And I'm not saying that they're dumb quarterbacks. I just don't think that they have it all, like you said, to take them to that next level.
yeah. I mean, I agree. I think he's an okay quarterback,
Yeah,
but like I
right.
said, I think really the at the quarterback position, and for the Browns, and in your in these certain situations, like hopefully Justin Fields, these guys need um, that organization to trust them even when they're having those ups and downs. And I think for a decent quarterback, when you show that you don't really have the faith in him, I mean, obviously as a player, that's we'll talk about that as well. As a player, that kills you when you're kind of you can't play freely, but you're playing not to lose your job. You're playing because you believe that this team really don't want me. You're hearing all the talks that was out in Cleveland. So um,
Yeah, that's another thing. You go like it can. This is 2022. You can't run from the media, so you could do all that little corny stuff. I don't watch ESPN. I don't watch the tables. I don't hear you hear the noise, bro. Because not only is it on the media, it's also in Cleveland. Like they rock with him. They liked him through like what he could do for them. But there's rumblings over there too that they're like, all right now, like you know what I'm saying, you had your down season, you had your up season. Now this season is like showing us where you're gonna be. You gonna be the Baker from 2 years ago, or you gonna be the Baker from when he first came in, like you said, the throwing super picks and all that. So I think this year is a make or break season for them if they do decide to bring him back. For him, this is it. You show who you are in this year. And especially if they're going to put some weapons around him like Allen Robinson and Amari Cooper. Like you really I'll be honest, you really lucked up twice because Odell, like you said, we seen that he really wasn't a problem. And then you had Njoku, you had two star stud running backs, you had Jarvis Landry, and you had a good tight end. You know what I'm saying? And besides them, you had Donovan People Jones, you had some other. It's on Baker. You have players, bro. You have talent around you. You know what I'm saying? You got a good line. You got a good coaching staff, and so it's on him now. You know what I'm saying? He either going, I call him Faker Mayfield. Like you either gonna be fake, you either gonna keep faking it, or you gonna show us who you really are. And like you said,
Baker Mayfield, wow.
another thing, like you said, you ain't planning like you know what I'm saying. You're not planning like this like sub, like you're playing one of the toughest divisions. And also now we did say this: Steelers now have the worst quarterback in the, not only the AFC but in the AFC North. You, you're
Yeah,
going
we do.
you're going to really be, you know what I'm saying? You're really contested, you know what I'm saying? Not only in your division, but weekly throughout the AFC. And so, like you said, in a quarterback driven league, I just think that they not only Baker, like I said, he got to do something. The Browns better have a backup plan if he don't,
What,
pan
what's
out.
your thoughts out there, man? If anybody's watching, man, put who y'all think are the top quarterbacks in the AFC, man? Because
Let's know in the chat. I mean, we
is is
the young guns.
is there? I don't think that Trubisky, Mayfield's definitely above him.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Who was yeah.
Hold on, let me pull it up really quick. Look at it real quick.
Indeed.
Guys, real quick.
Bro, we really did that. Like who's in the AFC there's a quarterback position that don't really like if I can think of my top of my head, it's like Trubisky last.
So we got Josh Allen, Tua, Mac Jones, and Zach Wilson. That's in the AFC.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Zach Wilson.
And I like him. He got a little bit of you know what I'm saying? He got a little bit of like
That's another place right now. You don't want to go to the Jets.
when you
You do
was there.
not want to be at the Jets. You do not want to be there. Your
That's
career will be over so quick.
that's a career
The
killer.
Jets. Um,
AFC North, you
I
got
gotta see him play more.
all right. So AFC North, you got Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Baker,
Don't say his name. Don't say his name.
and
Don't.
I can't, yeah, because he's already up there. They already have him in Mitch Trubisky. I'm gonna call him by his real name, Mitchell Trubisky. Oh, okay. So we do got a better quarterback than the Texans, I guess. Davis Mills. The Colts right now they let go of Wentz, so they got Sam Ellinger, Texas quarterback. Then they got so this is the AFC South now. We got Davis Mills, the Texans, Sam Ellinger, the Colts, Trevor Lawrence, and then Ryan Tannehill. So right now we're still out down there with the Texans and the Colts. All right, so then we go to the AFC West where it goes the Broncos got obviously Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Derek Carr, and Justin Herbert. He's not better than none of them. And so out of all the ones I just named, like you said, I guess Sam Ellinger and Davis Mills is the only one under us. Everybody else, Josh Allen, Tua, Mac Jones, Zach Wilson, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, all better than Mitch Trubisky, even Baker Mayfield. And so we're out of the AFC South. We're in the bottom three. All right. And like I said, the other
It's,
two,
it's the jury's still out on if he's better than them two dudes.
the jury's out. I thought you was going to say something. Yes, it is
The
true.
jury's still out on that, man.
And that's sad. Right. That's sad.
I mean, really?
That's sad. Right.
Really? He was getting coffee last year, man. Get donuts for making sure my man's had a warm towel. You know what I'm saying? Making sure he calling it, he giving it the signs.
Right. Right.
He was doing all year. Holding up signs. We brought this clown in, man.
Like you said, I want to know who pulled the trigger on that. Because and another thing, real quick on that, what you said about the Steelers, and I just wonder why they're if this is really happening, why Colbert is in a position to where he can make certain decisions and he's leaving after the draft. Like, is he really?
Can I say this? All right.
Like that's like your girl. Like you're just like, all right, I'm about to.
It's like you saying, you know what? Hey, babe, we're getting divorced in like 2 months. But you can make all the decisions for the house. I'm gonna be living here, but you can make all the decisions, and then once you're done, you can leave and go with your other man or whatever else.
No,
like, what sense does that even make?
Take you on
if he's done this year, let him go. Go get whoever you're getting. That don't make sense.
A bunch of dates, and and we're about to get divorced. Like you're about to get divorced. Now you want to take me on dates? Like just divorce me, be over, move on. Like I really don't see why he's still in a position to, like you said, to where he's like making these decisions. And so that right there in itself has me like whatever. I'm really not.
The only good thing is we could say, and Kevin Colbert, we love you, man.
Listening, we definitely, good job.
We love everybody in Pittsburgh, man. But the only thing I can say is with that move there, God bless you on your retirement, man, because that shows about that time. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Yeah, it's that time, man.
he
It's
made
that
it
time.
like this. Give me help. Like, and then he laughed at him when he went in his car because he's like, I don't have to deal with this. So when it blows up, I'm gonna be
Yeah, because you know what I mean. If Mitch Trubisky win the Super Bowl, hey, he probably gonna be, yeah, I made that. But if it's trash, he gonna be on a boat on a yacht,
in Mexico.
sipping mai tais and stuff while we're trash.
Not
I
guilty.
don't get it, man.
He said not
I don't
guilty.
get how you get to make decisions, big decisions such as
That's
that,
big. Yeah, that's big. That's big.
and you're leaving,
Yeah, that's big. That's
and
big.
you're leaving
Like,
in a month.
there's no
Not
way
even.
I'm getting divorced and you're still calling the shots. Like, how does that? How does that? Who does that?
Hey, you know what? We're gonna get this car. This is what you're gonna drive. You're not gonna drive that new Ford F-150, the truck you want. We're gonna go get a Volkswagen. Um,
Beetle.
we're,
Yeah,
we're gonna get you that new Honda Civic.
you a punch buggy.
I mean, really, but uh, we'll see how that goes. So what's any before we close out, any last thoughts, any big moves? Like we talked about we didn't get a chance to talk about the Chargers yet. We can talk about that for a little bit. Um, love what the Chargers is doing, man. I love what now their coach. Um, don't know what he's really doing. With his coaching, but there again, I'm just a high school coach.
This
I'm a,
dude
you
some
know,
moves.
but he makes some wild moves. But whatever the GM and whatever they're cooking up, they looking to have a great defense. They already got a great young rising
Quarterback,
quarterback.
right?
Throwing another receiver because did they lose Mike Williams?
No, I think he's still there. I think they're
Okay,
going
we
to.
got him, Keenan Allen. Um, I love that. I love that man. One of the most underrated dudes, Eckler. He's nice. He's nice.
He's no.
He's really underrated. So I love what they're doing that wise, man, because it might be all the LA teams is nice this year.
They said they gave Mike Williams an extension.
Okay. Yeah, they looking to be nice. I mean, you got a shutdown corner, you got one of the best safeties,
3 years, 60 million.
and now you got one of the two best pass rushers in the NFL.
Joey,
Um,
yeah, Bosa and Khalil Mack. Yeah, that's
but that's what you need. You're gonna need to be able to get somebody off their spot. You're gonna need to be able to rush Patrick Mahomes. You're gonna need to be able to rush Josh Allen. You'll need to be able to rush Brady, rush um, Russell Wilson.
yeah.
Um, you're gonna need to be able to get there, and then you're gonna need to have guys on the back end,
They can,
which they have.
right.
So
Oh well, I also wanted to point this out too. What you said, there, and I think that's like my issue. And like obviously I'm born and raised Pittsburgh, whatever. I love the Steelers. I think I do. But I always say like I keep saying I'm a more fan of the NFL because like the Steelers, they just don't play to win. Like they don't, like you said, they're this. Not everybody can take the playbook out of the realms as far as like you said, forget them picks and spending all the money. But the Chargers is doing it, and like they said, I just feel like the teams that want to win, they're going like you said, they're aggressive, and they make choices and decisions that, like I said that earlier, that helps them improve, not just like go down. So
but if you look at it, and we got to pick up on this, man. A lot of teams have been winning outside of the Patriots, and they made a lot of strategical. They kept a nucleus together, and then they made a lot of little big moves. They got that corner a couple years back. What was his name?
who was it? Wait, I think I know who you're talking about. I know it's the older cat from Denver.
No, 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 no. Yeah, I mean, they got him. They always got a real good corner. The dude from the Bills, and he Gilmore. They got Gilmore a couple years ago.
The Patriots, right? Yeah.
When they made the Super Bowl, like you said, they got Akeem Talib, they got Revis,
Right,
they got Moss, they got Wes Welker.
right.
They always made little settle moves, defensive moves and things like that. But if you look at it, um, I mean, now the Chiefs, but they paying big money. They got a lot of star power, and they're always bringing in people. They made it a big move with their defense when they, a couple years back when they went and got
Sign Chris Jones.
Yep, signed him when
Sign
they went and got what's the boy Matt
defense. Yeah. Oh
when they
yeah.
got Matthews. So
Yes.
that was huge. Making those moves, making sure they're signing their players. They're always looking for receivers.
Yeah. They
So
looking for receivers now. They was looking at Allen Robinson.
yeah, but you see the Bucks. How did they win their Super Bowl? They went and got Tom Brady. Went and got everybody they could. Um,
AB.
AB. They got the running back. What's that boy's name from the Jags?
Yeah. For
Fournette. Uh,
they got way more.
they
You said yeah. They was
strong. They went and they got linemen. They went out and got what they needed in order to win.
yeah. Sue.
Rams,
JPP. Sue. All them.
yes, all them. Rams went out and got everything that they needed to win. And that's what this you're gonna need a good quarterback, and then you're gonna need to be able to surround a solid defense and have some players that can change the game,
Right.
because that's what you need to win. And that's what I think, like
You
that.
did. You spend that cheese because I heard the other one said, which was Sean McVay or one of them, like, why are we holding on to this money? Like when they're GMs, even like the dude who said forget them picks, the Rams, Les Snead. Why are we holding on to these picks? Why are we holding on to money? It's not my money. He said that. He was like, why was you so aggressive? Like beginning of free agency, like he's like, bro, this ain't my money. I'm trying to spend it. I want it all depleted. I want the Rams to be have no money. And that's what you go and do. And look how it paid off. He said that last year, and to the point to where now, like I said, we're sitting here, 10, 12 months later and talking about the Super Bowl champions. And so they're giving you a blueprint of how to do this. Even the Buccaneers, like you said, they went out and spent the money. You know what I'm saying? What did they get? Some older players, some more veteran leadership. They went a different route than the Rams, yeah. But I mean, even the Rams went a little bit. They went veterans. So they got Von Miller, they got Matt Stafford. They went to go get a 30-year-old retired Eric Weddle. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, look who's holding the Lombardi. You know what I'm saying? And so if teams are start taking this, and I know the Steelers won't never do it. They want to do the Rooney, they play the Rooney.
Hey, this from my mom, Skip. You know what they wouldn't did, Skip. What they did, Skip, if they got Mr. Trubisky, Skip. That man on me, Skip from North Carolina. You know what that man is, Skip. They got Trubisky, Skip.
Mitchell Trubisky.
Mr. Trubisky, Skip. Man can skip a water through it. Man can skip a rock through water, Skip. That's what my grandma used to do, Skip.
Out of all players, though.
But yeah, I think you're right, man. Like I said, you got to go out and you got to go pay people, man. You got to go out and do it.
Yep.
And if you don't do that, it's gonna be a struggle. I mean, some teams is doing it, but some of these teams.
The good teams are doing it. Like they're the good teams are doing it. Like you don't, like you said, you're not questioning like or whoever, Tomlin or whoever's up there trying to make decisions over at Pittsburgh. Oh, I wonder how I could save a couple dollars, or bruh, go get these dudes and go give them that money. Like this, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, if you want to win, you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I see that they signed some lineman. They gave him a nice little extent or whatever contract today, but I don't know. Like you said, that's not going to help Mitch. That's not helping him. And I hate even saying that name. Every time I hear it, I'm rolling my eyes. Oh God,
Bro, when you sent me that text earlier,
I couldn't believe it. That's why I was so like I was jittering. Like I mean, they really got me. Like they really did this. Like, but now, like you said, let's see. Let's see. I know I want to see, but before we get out of here, I know you wanted to just touch on. I know this probably ain't. We probably don't have enough time for this, but let's tell me about real quick. Tell me how you feel about the Kaepernick thing.
oh yeah, Kaepernick. This is y'all gonna hear it here first, man. On Holy Huddle. I think Kaepernick's gonna get a job this year. I think he's gonna get a job. I'm not necessarily saying he deserves a job, but I think he's going to get a job. Um, it's
Wow,
a great way. It's a great way for an NFL team. Um,
a publicity stunt.
yeah, it's a great publicity. Hey, hey, we're not racist. Hey, Black Lives Matter. Hey,
Oh,
all those different things. You can get everything out the way, get Kaepernick, and you good. You know what I mean? But what I don't like about Kaepernick is it's not nothing I dislike him as a person, but it just don't make sense. You sue somebody. That's like you're a tenant in my house,
and then when they have a
feeling
relationship,
good, and you sue me. It didn't want to come back to my crib and say, "Yo, we good? I like it here. Yo, maybe can I come over for dinner? What's up?" Then this dude comes out and says on his Netflix, I didn't watch the whole thing. I said, "What's up, Jack Shan? I see you out here." He said, "Who should we have got?" You tell me, man. Put in the comment section who we should have got.
Mitch Trubisky, and I'm
Mitch, Jack, you know better. Oh, that's Kelsey. Kelsey said that. But
okay. Should at
but
least
then
draft.
hold on, let me. And then he said that the NFL is racist, and he showed is like the NFL is a slave. When you go to the NFL combine, you're being treated as a slave. She said, "Cap." Oh God. Cap, Kelsey,
Hey, she
man, what's the
you on to something? Hey, Kel,
what's the smoke you on right now, man?
baby in her.
Hell yeah, that is right. What's up, Kelsey, man? Hope's all good. Hope the baby's well. But Cap. But anyway, so you do that, and now you go and post, "Hey man, I'm working out every day. NFL receivers come hit me up. I really want to be back in it." Why do you want to be on a plantation if that's what the NFL is? I
Right.
just don't get it. But different strokes for different folks. He want that money. He said, "Yeah, I'm off that career."
Money.
I don't get it, man. I just think Cap, man, I think he's gonna get a job though, man. And hey, you know what? The Steelers have been making great moves all off season so far. Maybe they'll bring on Kaepernick in, man.
Well, I'm
Bring
gonna
him
say,
in.
like you said, I'm gonna
Kelsey.
say my 2 cents real quick. And I'm gonna be quick with this. Like Marcellus Wiley say, no, it's a no, bro. It's a no for me. It's a no. One thing, like you said, I'll start at the. Uh, so we got a relationship together, and you sue me, press charges, and then then you want to rekindle this relationship. That's that's not a good look. Two, it's been some time, man. Like I'm not gonna lie. I know it's a little like this. Like I might be critiquing him too much or being funny watching the video, but like when I seen him, I clicked on that clip and seen him do his little thing and roll out. It just looked like he's a little washed up, bro. Like he ain't moving the same. Like that game changed. We just seen the combat last week. A lineman run a 4.3. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I'm not saying he don't have the speed, but I'm
Yo,
just
he's so washed.
saying,
Like he's
bro,
not been in the league for 6 years. Like
like
he was on the downtrend
his last year.
before all that happened. So it's like, bro. And Kelsey, we talked about Mitch already. Let's pray for him. This is the holy huddle. But yeah, but Cap, man, it's like you said, like he had his opportunity.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
he
yeah.
had opportunities that he turned down. And then I mean, I don't know how much the NFL, when they did the little whole,
Auto, right,
oh, we're gonna let you do a workout.
right.
But then you go and wore a Kunta Kinte shirt. What's that signaling to them? I'm Kunta, It's just come on, bro. Like cut the crap.
I don't, you know
Um,
what I'm saying?
you want to be an activist? Go, give out turkeys and hams, man, and go
Because
go do that, bro.
because like I said, I think even if a team decides to, like you said, do the unthinkable and do what you said and go ahead and take him out, try him out, whatever, bring him on the team, say let's sign him. I think that's going to be it's going to be a bad as far as like the publicity they get. It's going to probably go well in the organization for some people, but it's going to be a circus show in the locker room and behind the scenes. And then when it's time for him to do his thing on the field, like let's just say this real quick. Look at Cam Newton after he was out for a couple. Like it's just different. It's just different. And
Hey,
listen,
hey, but all props to Cam.
no, no, no,
Against the Cardinals. He
bad.
went off. I'm back. No, you're not.
No, you're not. And I think people, what I'm saying, me, I never made it to the NFL. I never, but I really, watched the game a lot. Really, I consider myself a student. This is high level stuff, bro. High level stuff. And once you start to even a lot of the game, I keep saying it's mental. So even once you start to be like, man, forget them, and they ain't nothing but slave owner, you lose that it factor for the game. That's why I think AB is not like, because now he's, what I'm saying, he's against the standard of the league and what it represents. And then once you start thinking about the NFL as like it ain't really fun, or it ain't really a job, or it's like a slave ship, or they're using me, you ain't really the same player. I don't think a lot of players who really at the high pinnacle of the game, at the top, like they really look at the NFL as like a shield, a protection, and they really go hard for the NFL. You leaving and then trying to come back, and then leaving and come back. That's not it. That's not the move. And I think a lot of people take that for granted, as far as like, oh, I can get out there and do that. Like we as fans, we watch the game like, what was he thinking? He dropped that easy pass. Like, bro, you probably couldn't caught that. You know what I'm saying? But and I think like even he played the game, so he thinks that he can like just hop back in there. It's not that easy. You know what I'm saying? So even we say,
He's been working out the last 5 years every morning with his trainer, man. So
nah, that's not it.
you
You
know
think
that's pretty, man.
you think that that's going to translate to NFL talent or NFL speed or NFL success? And you're it's not. Like you said, you want to be an activist, or you just whatever. Like you said, you had your moment, it didn't work. I think it's time for you to, what I'm saying, put them cleats up on that line and hang them on up.
Oh, day. And like you said, bro, the NFL, especially the quarterback position, he was the one that was ready to transcend the game. He was in that era, where
Yeah,
read option and all that, all that stuff is
start
popping because him. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? But
Jackson's in them dudes. Yeah, he was before them.
but the big thing is now these dudes is doing it better. They can throw like what Josh Allen showed in that playoff game. He showed you I can run and pass, and I'm deadly accurate. So now, you
Not
know,
just run, not just run. He was their primary runner. He was running. He ran the first drive on 4th and 2. They gave him a quarterback sneak and he broke it. And so, but he didn't also show he's a mobile quarterback. Not only is he tough, but he didn't get hurt. He got banged up a lot.
and like you said, bro, quarterback is such uh, a mental position that
That's where you play the quarterback position from.
these do the defense and all these different things. You gotta be in the game, in the studying film, all that stuff. And he may be doing that, but it's not like a thing where if you've been out of the game for like a couple years, like Jerry Rice, his old behind,
Right.
his dreadlocks back here, he can go and still probably get a couple of yards, you know. But or like Randy Moss, just them freak athletes. But at quarterback, man, you can't just trot anybody out there.
Everybody want to think they're Tom Brady, like you said. They get it's like, oh, I could do this on 40. No, that's not the case. And like I said, the one thing that helps Tom Brady be the player that he is he plays the game from the mental standpoint. Obviously, he's not the fastest, strongest, but that's what makes him great. And like you said, can Kaepernick be a gym rat and do all that stuff? Like you said, to stay, come early, go home late, all that stuff. Yes, you could do that, but excuse me, it's not the same. It ain't like you said, no, and it's not. You can't pick it up or turn it on and turn it off like that. It's not. At one point, he said he wanted to be done with the NFL. He sued them. And so when your mindset goes to that different, to that level, I don't think you can be like, oh yeah, I'm in love with it again. Like this is my, like it wasn't. I don't think we'll see the cap like you said we seen in the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl like in back in those days.
I don't get how you sue somebody and they want to be back in their league. I kind of get it from an extent, but it's just like,
No, that's bad.
bro.
That's
I
bad.
mean, and what he needs to do, like I said, I think somebody's gonna pull that trigger. But what he needs to do is to go XFL because the NFL is partnering with that. Be a great way to
Yeah,
see what he has.
yeah, do that.
You
Yeah,
know what I
'cause
mean?
you can get a job. You can wait, right? We can get a job from there.
But hey, I've been working every day. Just the white man is just at home, like, oh, look at that black Kaepernick. I'm not gonna give him a shot today. Never. Like, dude, I don't get it. But old Cap. Like I said, hopefully he gets back in the league, man.
Did you see?
Prove himself so we can have a Hollywood story with Cap and his afro. I
Right.
do want to say this though, and I don't want to get too far into this, but like it just always came off disingenuous to me when like Cap he had the braids, light skin, mixed, tatted up, taking dudes, girls on the team, kind of was his own man. And now he's, just pro black to the fullest 1970 fro with the pick in it. It's like I don't really know, bro. I can't call that. He
Especially,
he's a great actor, bro. He should be in Hollywood.
especially when you watch his
And
documentary.
play a casting call in Hollywood. He could play all your quarterbacks, all the black QBs. He could do that.
Right.
Will but you don't even need Will Smith for this.
Nah.
I just never really got that. And what's your thought on that? Because that always just kind of like you could do what you're doing, but you really had to go that like that just makes it seem as planned out. Like I'm going full pick fro. He still has it too. Like
Pick with the fist on the bottom. Hit with the fist. He took it back. Nah, I think you're right, man. I think well, I'll say this. I think I do agree with you to a certain extent, but I also think that I'm not gonna say he's confused, but uh maybe he is. Maybe he is. I was gonna say I do agree with you as far as like he I don't think it's a publicity stunt. I just think maybe like you said, he just figuring out himself. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you, I didn't watch the whole Netflix documentary with him, but I did see, some parts of it. And like you said, knowing where he came from, like a white family, and just his background, and then to see him translate to this like pro black dude, it's like, what about your parents? Like, so, but I mean, like, I get it. Like, you were able to, as humans, to become more conscious and more like understanding of who we are and what we want as we get older. So, I'm not saying he should be the same dude he was in college or high school or when he was a kid, but um, maybe this is who he always wanted to be. He was like, he's not afraid to be it no more. But I kind of feel like you said, it stays a little bit. Like he kind of, like you said, he kind of like he planned it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think this was like natural. Like, I don't think this was him from the beginning. Like, I don't. This was not him when he first came out of college. Like, but he bought into it. He thought this, like you said, this was the move for Nike. This was the move to get me back
he
into
got paid. He got deals. I mean, he's good. You know what I mean? And like I said, I think he's gonna get it. And if he gets an NFL deal, please make sure y'all check out Holy Huddle because I said it here first. You know what I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying?
Also, I got another big bold prediction. I know we ain't talking about this right now, but LeBron James. I'm not a LeBron James fan. I'm a Carmelo Anthony fan, and he's on LeBron James' team. All right. They're going to the playoffs, and they're going to go to Western Conference Finals.
Wow, wow. I watch a lot of the I watch a lot of the Lakers. And
If old bad bones Anthony Davis or Beggar Bones
oh yeah.
get healthy.
Well, remember how them skeletons be on cartoons and he go up and he come down like just all bones. Like he just folds. He just that's like you said, that's a super unfortunate situation for somebody of his caliber to be like so injury prone and just not able to stay healthy. I know that probably has something to do with his body type as far as like, you know what I'm saying? And so, but real quick, I do want to touch on that if you want to, but I want to say that the Chiefs gave Eric Reed, Tyrann Matthews money. No longer. They gave him 31 million, 20 guaranteed to a 3-year deal, and they said they never even offered Tyron a deal. So they're
Eric Reed.
they're willing to let him walk. You know who that is?
You mean Justin Reed?
Justin Reed, Eric Reed's brother. I don't know why I said that. Justin
Oh.
Reed from the Texans.
And so they let go of
They let him walk, bro. And I'll say
Pittsburgh. If you want to make your Mr. Trubisky thing right, go out and go get Tyrann Matthew, please,
I'll
and
say this, bro.
let Edmonds go.
I have text messages to back this up. The Chiefs' defense was not good last year, and Tyrann Matthew was a big part of that. Like I didn't think he played nowhere near like who he was a shell of.
But they was good the second half of the year.
Second half, people thought that because they got Ingram and stuff, and they played a little bit better team defense. But when it mattered, they couldn't stop a nosebleed, right? You see what happened in the AFC Championship game, or you see what happened when they ran into the Bills. Like they put up 40 points. Like he played that game. He got hurt the game before, but he played that last game. I'm almost sure. And he wasn't a shell, but I see him miss a lot of tackles. I see him be late on a lot of throws. I see him give up a lot of pay. He blamed a lot on Sorensen. And they got rid of Sorensen because of Tyrann. He did every time they scored a touchdown, he's doing this and pointing at Sorensen and doing that. But a lot of it was Tyrann. And I have, like I said, I got messages that said the Chiefs defense was not good. And so that's why it didn't surprise me. I thought the Chiefs would win against the Bills, but it didn't surprise me when they lost that game. Like that was the AFC. That's when they lost to, right? The
Yeah,
Bills.
they
Yeah.
lost to that.
Yeah, that didn't surprise me at all because I knew going into that that it was going to be the Bills was going to score. I just never had confidence in their defense, and like I said, um, I know this is like kind of different not off topic, but I just didn't think Tyrann Matthew. So I think we've seen the best of him, and maybe like you said, he hangs around and still do some little some veteran stuff, but for a team and help him out a little bit. But I don't think he's who he is anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think I mean, obviously he's
So to say, like you said, to say that, I think that I think the Chiefs made the right move. Like
yeah,
Justin Reed's like 20, 24, 25 years old. Stud, good size, good speed. He was on a bad team, and so like he was, he had to do a lot. But I think he'll be able to do some stuff with his defense here.
yeah. Okay. Uh, Well, we thank all those who is out there, man, and checked us out throughout the day or throughout this talk. We went hour and 16 minutes. Went pretty well, I thought. Make sure, like I said, if you guys can, we'll be having the Twitter up and running. Holy Huddle Twitter. We'll also be having the Holy Huddle YouTube. So if you guys can go over there and subscribe, we greatly appreciate that, man. We'll be coming back with some good spiritual knowledge and good sports stuff coming up this weekend. We'll try to get back on here at some point in time this week and talk about any new updates and trades. Definitely want to be on when Deshaun Watson news breaks and any other big sports things go down. We'll talk about it. If y'all got anything in the comment section, man, that y'all would like us to talk about, in the sports world, just let us know. We'll do our best to talk about it. Anybody that wants to do an interview that's a Christian athlete, Christian coach, any level, we'd love to have you on, or just a person with a good head on their shoulders and want to spit game and give truth to how they lead a good life, through their sports or through the coaching or just through their everyday walk of life. We would love to have you on as well. So. With that being said, peace, love, and have a blessed day as you rest. And see you guys tomorrow, Lord willing. Peace.
Good one.